Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Open Great League, and let's try a different team here. Today we're going to be featuring the Azumarill paired with the Charjabug, and finishing off with the Shadow Dragonite. So let's see if we can get some wins. Here we got the Azumarill paired with the Skeledirge. Pretty decent lead here. We do not have Hydro Pump, so we got to keep that in mind when it comes back in. Here we're going to be able to get to this discharge. This discharge will be able to get some good damage, but they decided shield. They would have survived that, but they're hinting at they want to win this switch. So they go for the Icy Wind here. Icy Wind debuffs our attack. We are going to be able to get to this discharge here on good timing. Discharge, because it's already debuffed, is going to not take out this Dugong, so we're going to shield here to potentially try to get them to either use another shield or get them KO'd. At this point here, we're going to go for the X-Scissor. X-Scissor here does take out the Dugong, and now we have to deal with this Skeledirge. Skeledirge here comes back in. We switch out into the Azumarill. Oh, excuse me, we are running the Hydro Pump. This is the Hydro Pump Azumarill. My bad. So we are not running the Ice Beam, we're running the Hydro Pump version. So that was a very beneficial switch for our opponent here, because they are going to be going up against this Azumarill that doesn't have Ice Beam. They are able to tank that play rough right there. Leap Blade takes out the Azumarill really easily. And now we have one shield versus one shield. They have their Skeledirge still. We're going to come back in with the Dragonite. We do get the farm down, which is fantastic because we need all the energy advantage we can against this Skeledirge. Skeledirge here is going to tank the Dragon Claw, which is interesting because now we're going to be able to just catch a move or farm down. We decided to catch the move first. This is going to use up a lot of their energy. Disarming Voice goes through, but they undercharge, and we are able to sneak in a Volt Switch for the KO. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Shadow Dragonite. The Dragonite ended up coming in clutch, farming down the Tropius and dealing a lot of damage towards that Skeledirge. Next game, let's see what we find. We got the Azumarill paired with the Whiscash here. Okay, this is okay. We are running the Hydro Pump, so this is potential huge damage incoming. We anticipate some kind of flyer in the back, so we're just going to throw this Hydro Pump off the rip and see what happens. Do they believe us or do they not? They do believe us, and they show the correct Hydro Pump, so now they know. Here they're going to throw the Mud Bomb. This Mud Bomb is going to be pretty decent. We're going to try to catch a move here. We do catch something. It ends up being the Mud Bomb, so that was a good catch. And then there is the Skarmory. Skarmory here is going to be able to beat this Dragonite, but we're going to part ways with the Superpower. Superpower here would deal probably like 50% damage, but they do decide to double shield, and now we have shield advantage, but we have to deal with this Skarmory now. Skarmory here is going to throw a move towards this Azumarill. Let's see if they go for the Brave Bird. No Brave Bird, they go for the Sky Attack, and then they're able to get the farm down. Now we're just going to try to win the game with Charjabug 2 shield. We got to shield here. They go for the Sky Attack, and we're going to try our best to... Oh, ends up being the Goodra in the back. So this is a pretty bad situation. We do have a shield, but our fast moves are doing not a lot of damage. We're just going to have to invest the shields onto this Charjabug here. We still have a lot to get through. We're going to go for X-Scissor here to chip away at this Goodra. I don't think it KOs. No, it doesn't. But we do get an extra Volt Switch. I think we'd rather have it KO'd because now we have to tank this Aqua Tail, and now we have to try to beat this Whiscash here that is like 80% health. Okay, maybe like 50% health. We go for the X-Scissor, doesn't quite KO, and unfortunately, that is GG's for us. The Goodra ended up being a pretty good backline for them. If somehow we had anticipated Goodra, maybe we would have went into our Charjabug against their Skarmory, and then we would have had a better situation with the Azumarill in the back. But nonetheless, we go on to the next game. We see the Talonflame, and they quit immediately because it's a terrible matchup for them. It's just going to be a lot of fast move pressure, and we have the Hydro Pump for a potential KO. So they decided to leave. So nice play, GG's. Next, we're going to see the Azumarill versus the Pelipper. Okay, the Pelipper here is going to have to throw a potential Hurricane. We know that they are chipping away with their fast moves here. They're going to throw a potential Hurricane right here. Let's see if they do decide to throw it. They go for the Hurricane immediately. It chunks away at the Azumarill, but we're still quite healthy. They have to get to another Hurricane to potentially take us out. Because of that, we're going to be able to get to another Poliwrath here. Poliwrath here does threaten KO. Let's see what they do. They do decide to shield. Okay, we're going to switch out immediately, and we're going to see if they decide to throw the Hurricane or not. We're actually going to shield there just because they were at Hurricane energy. We're going to face this Gligar versus this Dragonite. We are going to chip away with our own Dragon Claw. They have to throw Aero Aces here. We do survive that, so we let it go. And let's see, do we get to another move here? No, they are able to farm us down. So that's a great farm down by that Gligar. We're going to have to come back in with the Charjabug here to try to farm down. We decide to just go for the extra Volt Switches and tank this move. They have a Poliwrath in the back, so Poliwrath here is going to struggle against both of our remaining Pokemon. We're going to go for the Discharger to apply full pressure. Ends up getting the Discharge to go through. They decided to throw a move here. We are going to shield here because the Volt Switch did go through, and unfortunately for them, they try to switch on to their Pelipper, but it just gets one shot because it's double weak to Electric. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Charjabug. Charjabug coming in clutch, taking out the Pelipper and the Poliwrath. So they actually had double water there. All right, we got the Sandslash. Shadow Sandslasher, pretty solid against our team. We're going to try, at least we have Hydro Pump here. This is where Hydro Pump Azumarill actually comes in handy. We are going to allow this first one to go through. Ends up being the Draw Run. Here, we're going to go for the Poliwrath bait. We've already farmed out to a potential Hydro Pump, and they do decide to shield, so that's great for us. Here, they're going to be able to get to another move. We are able to survive it, but the question is, do we get to a Hydro Pump in time? Nope. They are going to snipe our energy right here. Not going to even play around, so we decide to just let it go. Take the shield advantage. We're going to go into our Charjabug here to try and gain as much energy as possible. Ice Punch goes through, does a good chunk of damage. Try to get to the last Volt Switch. We do get the Volt Switch down, so that's great news. 2 shield versus 1. Lots of energy. We do see the Altaria. Altaria here is going to be pretty decent against our Charjabug. We go for a Discharge, chip away at it. Trying to get to another Discharge here. They do catch it onto their Wish Catch, so that's a great catch by them. Then we're going to switch out into our Dragonite here. This Dragonite is doing a ton of fast move pressure. We actually get to this Dragon Claw right when they get to their potential Skull, forcing them to either use the shield or get the KO. So they do decide to throw them shield up. We do shield here, trying to avoid a debuff. No, we actually get debuffed here, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but because of the Shadow variant, we are still able to farm down the Wish Cache, which is really good for us. Dragon Claw debuff still does a huge amount of damage towards this Altaria because there's no shields, and that is GG's right there. So well played by us, getting the Dragonite into a good situation. And check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.